I'm me, you're him, her, you, and this is Wiggly's Book Club, episode 012. Wiggly's Book Club is brought to you every other week as part of the GiantMediaBall.com network. Check the calendar for showtimes. Wiggly's Book Club is made possible by grants and Sears and Roebuck. We are recording live from scenic Easton, Pennsylvania. If you flip off a motorcycle guy for driving like an asshole, chances are he's gonna want to fight ya. The only inconvenience is that my basement is starting to fill up with bodies. Without any further ado, let us now go live to me down in Sloppy Joe's bar for the reading of the 1991 Nintendo of America classic, Mario Mania, Nintendo Player's Guide.
Cleaner number 19038.
Okay. Alright. What I got today? A little bit of Captain Morgan's private stock, and I just have every week why am I Schaefer? Come on, Schaefer, let's have some fun. Can't get this. Great radio. If this is your first time listening, listeners, this is what the show's always like. Okay, Sam Adams, that cherry wheat goes well with the Diet Cola and the Sam and the Captain Morgan Private. Had a couple belts before I started. Okay, Derpy Hooves, let's get going here. Take a little swig of this. Say Corby's. That Sam Adams tastes like crap. What's the matter with my beers? I really got to buy some Stella. All my beers are spoiled. 2 weeks ago, my Yingling was spoiled. Maybe it's something like maybe it's my breath. It does taste like I'm chewing on rocks. Mario Mania, Nintendo Player's Guide. Oh, by popular demand, people said they really liked my video game ones, the TurboGrafx and the 3DO letter. Piece of mail. So I'm going to do one of my favorite books, which was Mario Mania. Mario Mania, Nintendo Player's Guide, all the secrets of Super Mario World, plus a whole lot more about Mario, only from Nintendo. It's got the official Nintendo seal of quality that looks like a bootleg seal of quality. It looks terrible. So, as you know, I was, or might know, or never knew, I wasn't a big fan of the 8-bit Mario. I just wasn't a fan. I was already doing Neo Geo and my Turbo Duo and everything else, and of course playing the hottest games on my NES, Trojan and Predator. Yeah. So I got into Mario during Super Mario World, and then I loved that game. I also like that Mario where he's squirting water. I like that. PP Mario, is that what that's called? On the back, we have finally Nintendo unveils the inside story on Mario. This is the only place to find it. You won't find it anywhere else, friends. Now, for the first time, Nintendo is packing everything you've always wanted to know about Mario. And this is why I like this. It's not just for the Super Mario World guide. I don't even know if I used the guide. I might have to explore different places I wasn't aware of, etc. But mostly I liked to read it, and I like to look at the pictures, and I get it for the articles. And more info, this just can't put it down player's guide, from his first days battling Donkey Kong to his 4 NES hits to a gigantic special on Super Mario World. This is the complete story of the superhero who has kept his fans in the fast lane of video games for a decade of fun. Little known facts, one-of-a-kind tips, and more. It's all right here. Don't miss it. Am I recording? VUs are going 335. Thank you, 335. It's all right here. Don't miss it. Mario's creator. These bullet points. Mario's creator, Luigi, the other brother, profiles of friends and enemies, surprising cameo appearances. Plus a 140-page Super Mario World extravaganza, the Ultimate Review. This is the only in-depth guide to Mario's new SNES Super NES hit, written by the pros at Nintendo. Don't play Super Mario World without it. Oh, shit. All you people out there that played it without it, tisk tisk, friends, tisk tisk, I say. Bullet point, secret one-up techniques, Super Mariology facts, like how to go into a cape-controlled float. How fast can Mario run? Maps of all levels, 74 at last count, and a whole lot more. This is by Nintendo. They don't know how many levels they have. Come on. I didn't even. Oh, that's wait. Oh, interesting. Got a little pull-out part there. Mario Mania contents. It's even got Dr. Mario on here. Giving kids drugs. Sam Adams. Let's try it. Cherry wheat. Let's go. Ah, something tastes wrong. Yeah. You know what it is? It tastes like beer. Me Mario 3, Super Mario World 33. Welcome to Dinosaur Land World of Wonders 40, Residence 50, Yoshi's Island 53, Donut Plains 63, Vanilla Dome 77, Twin Bridges 73, Force of Illusion 103, Chocolate Island 117, Valley of Bowser 133, Star World 149, and Special World 157. Here's the whole staff, not going down it. Not going down it. Cover design by Griff's Advertising. Copy coordinator Michiko Oler. Director of production Tsutomu Otsuka, and producer Yoshio Suboke. I will say that. I will say those things. And it's also published by M. Arakawa. So this is a lot of big Japanese creators behind this. In fact, almost all Japanese names here, which is something I never realized before. 1991 by Nintendo of America Incorporated. All rights reserved. Nothing that appears in the Nintendo Mario Mania Player's Guide may be printed in whole or in part or without express written permissions from Nintendo of America Inc. Copyright owner, printed in USA. So 1991, we got this here. I'm going to spill my booze. The Many Worlds of Mario. Welcome to the Many Worlds of 650. Oh, I'm doing good. Many Worlds of Mario. Welcome to the Many Worlds of Mario. In this book, you will have a chance to learn. There's even Frog Mario there jumping around. Donkey Kong's like breathing smoke out his nose, whacking Mario on the top of the head. And Dr. Mario is putting his stethoscope to Yoshi's heart while caped Mario is riding Yoshi. So this is very confusing. Clones. This is like Orphan Black Mario. Welcome to the Many Worlds of Mario. In this book, you will have a chance to learn all about Nintendo's world-famous video game hero, how he got his start. He wasn't always the hero. I might be bumping this mic. I gotta get a new layout for this. What makes him so appealing to all ages and nationalities? After an exploration of Mario the character, we turn to an in-depth look at Mario's latest and most extraordinary video game, Super Mario World for the Super NES. Indeed, I gotta tell you, that's still a game that holds up. It's beautiful. I don't think that will ever go out of date. I mean, I know everyone does Mario NES, and there's 100 million Flash versions, and people build these levels and that levels, but the beautiful, I didn't like those levels until the compilation came out with the drunk. I'm drunk. Okay. Don't drink, kids. Let me drink. Ah! Ugh. Something's wrong with that. Why report on a video game character? We think there are several excellent reasons video games are a phenomena of our time, and the characters who inhabit our favorite games become part of our culture. Mario is the best example of how popular a video game character can become. The Brooklyn plumber with the funny mustache is finally recognized around the world. Part of the popularity comes from the excellence of the games in which Mario appears, especially Alleyway. But some of it in Mario's Hotel. And some of it is because of his character, Captain Lou Albano, with his gigged head. That of the feisty but determined fellow who might stomp a meddling Koopa, but would never hurt an innocent flea. I don't think that's true. I'm going to raise this, so sorry about that. Still uncomfortable. Oh, now it's way too close, and now it's falling. Okay, this isn't working. Help. Over the past 10 years, the character of Mario has been linked to the company that created him as both a mascot and an ambassador for Nintendo. The special relationship between Mario and Nintendo is emphasized every time a new Mario game appears because Nintendo showcases the latest advances in programming techniques and technology with Super Mario games. But boy, that's true, huh? Boy, that's true, except for the GameCube, which was Luigi's Mansion first. Right? Oh, no, I'm drunk. Don't drink, kids. Especially... This has never been more true than it is with the simultaneously introduction of Super Mario World and the Super Nintendo. I'm going to say Super Nintendo. They say Super NES. The depth of play and challenge in this game is a direct result of programmers taking advantage of all the new technology, all that the new technology allows. What that means for Nintendo Power is a chance to present a vast new world that is absolutely bursting with secrets and tips. Boy, isn't it such a great game? I think I mentioned that. The book contains the most intense look ever at one game. We have included more than 130 pages of maps, charts, tips, and tricks on dicks and whips and chips and dips. Super Mario World, all in all, we think that you'll find this a fascinating exploration from an exclusive interview with Mario's creator to a fun look at Mario's many roles in the video game world. Look for more Nintendo Player's Guides for the most complete game coverage from the pros. Mario Mania Nintendo Player's Guide. And there's that giant picture I told you about. Now here's Mario. He's got a picture of him. He's waving a peace flag high. Custom made fallout shelter. It's his hat. Ever peeled Bowser indicators, pointing at his eyeballs. Trouble sniffer, of course, his nose. Direct line for Princess in Peril, it's ears. Block bopper, it's his hand, a peace sign hand. He's got his other hand behind his back. I don't know what he's doing. Fiddling with his bunghole, no one knows. Snazzy shirt for suave superheroes, of course, his shirt. Mushroom muncher, his mouth. And weight limit warning buttons. It's his suspender yellow buttons. And steel-toed turtle tromper. That's his shoes. Meet Mario. There's a lot of pictures all around here. I'm not going to talk about them. How does an ordinary 1254? How does an ordinary Italian plumber from another drink? That's shitty. I don't like beer, I think. How does an ordinary Italian plumber from Brooklyn reach international superstar status? First, he takes a barrel throwing... oh my God. Can't see anymore. And it's because I'm drunk. Don't drink, kids. First, he takes on a barrel-throwing, chest-pounding ape named Donkey Kong in an heroic effort to save a princess. His fast path to stardom then leads him to a crazy mushroom kingdom ruled by a tyrannical and short-tempered Bowser. I think they skipped a few steps in there. Our wily hero recognizes the need for reinforcements and recruits his brother Luigi to help save a somewhat persnickety and elusive princess. Add to this bravery the fact that he's the most likable wrench wielder you've ever seen, and you have the makings of a video game mega hero. No content to rest on his laurel. Oh my God. They missed so many. They missed Mario Bros. They missed Donkey Kong Jr. Missed other things. Tennis, maybe. That's good. Pinball. Didn't he run the pinball around? The breakout pinball. Donkey Kong persnickety. Okay, I was able to say that word. Not content to rest on his laurels and Hardee's, Mario goes on to even greater adventures, starring in 5 other Nintendo super hit video games. The hit roster of top titles is all solid gold, and it includes Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Dr. Mario. Dr. Steroids Mario. He also stars in a number of comic books and television programs. The plans for his biggest project yet, a feature-length motion picture, are well underway. And boy, won't it be great. And so from the quiet, we have Mojo Nixon side on. And so from the quiet, humble beginnings of a common plumber who likes to monkey around, springs a superstar of international hit video game fame. Mario is now so well known that for many, he not only stars in Nintendo games, he is Nintendo. And what better mascot could we possibly imagine? Hey, let's go play Nintendo. Let's go play Mario. All right, play Blaze of Steel. 1612. In fact, Mario just keeps getting better. From those early days of running and ducking, he has moved on to master many new skills, from his famous brick bashing to fireball tossing to swimming and even flying. What's next? I guess garden hose. With Mario, you know it will be full of fun, adventure, and challenge. If ever there was a video game hero capable of moving on to bigger, better, and more exciting video hijinks, Mario is it. Are you ready? Donkey Kong. Now it shows a Mario that's quite different looking. It shows a screen capture of the game. And then, like I said, it shows Mario, who looks very thin and tall. 1981, the common man steps into the video spotlight. Mario debuts in the arcade as a carpenter who fights his way through a crazy construction site to save Sweet Pauline. The NES version of this hit was released in 1986. Doesn't mention Jumpman in this section. Donkey Kong Jr. Now we see a squat Mario. With now the first Mario, he has like one of these twirly up mustache. In this one here, it's almost an Afro Hitler. It's like an Afro Hitler mustache on this chibi version of Donkey Kong Jr. 1982, hot on the heels, the Jailer. Oh, hot on the heels of they split this word. Hot on the heels of Donkey Kong comes its sequel. This time, Mario turns the tables on the Big Ape. Now he's the jailer, determined to keep Donkey Kong behind bars while DK Jr. tries to free him. Mario Bros. Now we see a Mario that's got a somewhere between a curly mustache and the Afro Hitler mustache. It's just a swirly thing. His teeth actually go into his shoulder almost. He's kind of crazy looking. He's running. Mario Bros. 1983. After sharing the spotlight in 2 Donkey Kong games, Mario lays down his hammer and takes center stage in his own arcade game. His brother Luigi appears for is one word here. The first time the NES version showed up in 1986, delighting fans. Indeed. I loved how he punched the bottom of the bugs and the turtles and whatever. Super Mario Bros. 1985. Mario enters, and this one shows the Mario we know, holding Toad. Toad's all smiley and he's little. He doesn't know he's going to get eaten. 1985, Mario enters millions of American homes with the introduction of the NES. Mario Mania takes hold as more than 50 million players explore the Mushroom Kingdom searching for the wily Bowser. I was too busy playing Predator to fall for this. 1932. Super Mario Brothers 2, once again, looks like Mario. That looks like the top of a turnip in his hand. 1988, Mario's Wild Adventure in the land of Subcon has other characters getting into the act. Players can elect to play to be either Mario, Luigi, Princess Toadstool, or Toad as they explore their new dreamscape and tackle Wart. Also known as Super Mario Brothers, we hate this version of the game. Super Mario Brothers 3. Here we go. Now we got Tanuki Mario flying around like an idiot. And screenshot, like I said, 1990. This time Mario flies high as a raccoon and dives into action as a frog. He encounters the bratty Koopa kids and discovers they have the same temperament as their famous father, the big bad Bowser. What grouches? It says. This is going to be fun. 2038. Super Mario Land is a favorite of the Game Boy. 1989, Mario's first starring role for Game Boy now takes him to the kingdom of Sarasalis Land, where he learns to operate the Marine Pop Mini Sub and the Sky Pop Airplane. He's in that Pop Airplane here. Pumping his fist, burping, by the way. This time he's out to rescue lovely Princess Daisy from disaster. Super Mario World? I don't know. I think maybe Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario 1990. His starring role in his first puzzle game marks a major career departure for our hero. Instead of stomping out Koopas, he is prescribing vitamins to wipe out wily viruses. His exciting, that's all one word, wily viruses in his exciting new profession, contagious excitement. He's pointing at a pill. Dr. Mario, he's pretending to be a doctor. In Super Mario World 1991, in his very first appearance on the new Super NES, Mario uncovers a vast world with the aid of a magic cape and a hungry and easily spooked dinosaur pal named Yoshi. Bowser's these are all so together. Koopalings are also back. That's one word. Koopalings are also back with a host of new pests cameos. Love this one. 2229. Although Mario has become a huge star, he wasn't an overnight success. Mario, like most stars, began with bit parts and worked his way into leading roles. He did walk-ons. That made him famous. He has paid his dues by playing supporting roles in several games, and he continues to make cameo appearances when his schedule allows. It's funny that they say that. Pay his dues. Yes, he used to have to tear down the ring, didn't get paid for working security. 1985, Pinball. Mario helps you rack up bonus points. That was, of course, NES. Tennis, 1985, NES. They don't mention NES, but that's what it is. Umpire Mario calls the shots. Golf, 1985. Duffer extraordinaire Mario tees off. Punch-Out! 1984 Arcade, 1987 NES. Mustachioed Referee. Wrecking Crew 1985, Mario plays the role of demolition expert. Alleyway for the Game Boy 1989, Mario starts the action, then takes off. Tennis Game Boy 1989, Mario lands in the umpire's chair again. Tetris on the Game Boy 1989, special cinema scenes feature Mario. Golf for the Game Boy 1990, again Mario takes to the links. F1 Race Game Boy, I forgot about that. F1 Race Game Boy 1991, the winner gets Mario's checkered flag. Kicks for the Game Boy, forgot about that as well. Kicks for the Game Boy 1981, that's Amigo Mario under the sombrero. That's why, because I didn't know he was wearing a sombrero. 24-22. NES Open Tournament Golf 1991. This time, he's a star-spangled swinger. I had a hard time with NES Open. Meet Luigi. Now we have a giant picture of Luigi. Luigi lid, that's his hat. Surprise indicator, that's his eyebrows. Turtle trouble detectors, his eyeballs. Wart warning system, his mouth. Mario SOS sensor, his ear hole balls. And fireproof gloves. This is gloves. Lean green and seldom seen, his shirt. And I don't know why it's seldom seen. I see it all the time. Extra lift jumping shoes. Player number 2. Meet Luigi, player number 2. 2509. Bump the mic. This lesser known half of the Super Mario Bros. Dynamic duo may be skinny, but he's every bit as tough as his big brother. As a character for player 2, he doesn't run into as much trouble or see as much action as Mario. That doesn't bother Luigi or one ray iota. However, Luigi seems to prefer his life out of the limelight and out of the jaws of disaster. He'd be when he gets scared of the ghosts, I think. Something like that. He'd just as soon avoid bad characters with short tempers whenever it is possible. And of course, fast action is the name of the game at Nintendo, so Luigi has to work pretty hard to stay out of trouble. Luigi certainly has his own die-hard fans. However, enthusiastic Luigi followers continue to ask when he'll have his own game and solo role. Well, got it, man. Until now, he has been content to play character number 2, passing on the glory and letting the feisty brother be the star. Well, his name's Luigi Mario, isn't it? He's popular enough to share the spotlight with Mario in not only video games, but also comic books and TV shows too. Whatever comes up. One question that fans often ask about Luigi relates to his beanpole shape. He's a lot thinner than the pasta-pounding brother. Perhaps he works off the weight just worrying about all the trouble his brother is getting into and wondering where he can hide if Mario wants his help in getting him off the hot seat. Usually there's no place to hide, but when there is a good I'm tired. Luigi is bound to find it. He knows his big bro will be taking most of the heat, and no video game hero has seen as much trouble in the course of his adventure as Mario. Just ask Luigi. 2721. Best friends, Pauline. Pauline set the tone for many video game damsels in distress to come. She patiently waited in the monkey-made traps of the original Donkey Kong for her rescuer Mario to brave the dangers and come to her aid. Toad is Mojo Nixon. Toad is representative of the average Mushroom Kingdom citizen in size, shape, and demeanor. He's happy, he's helpful, and he's always has a special item or words of encouragement for our peppy plumber, Princess Toadstool. Every time Bowser hatches a scheme or takes over the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess nabbing is sure to be part of the plan. Mario, however, will stumble to her rescue. The princess has done her share of saving the day as well. In Super Mario Bros. 2, she can jump high and take out enemies from above. Starman, when Mario taps into the power of Starman, he can easily nail Bowser's buddies in a wink. These happy shining stars really give a fast-paced boost to any princess-saving mission. The Kings of the Mushroom Worlds, 2839. The seven Mushroomian monarchs all had brushes with disaster after having their wands stolen by Bowser's crazy Koopalings. The magic of the wands transformed each of them into a different animal. Without Mario, they would have ended up in the Mushroom Land Zoo. Fire Flower is his best friend, you know. This red-hot flower gives heroes who pick it the ability to toss balls of flame at Mushroom Kingdom meanies. Super mushrooms, these friendly fungi, are the primary power-ups of the Mushroom Kingdom. Once Mario releases them from Bowser's big blocks, he can soak up their magic and grow to supersize for even more Koopa-crushing power. You know, I know that you knock them out the blocks, and I know that, but I just like realized it, that once Mario releases them from the Bowser, I never thought of him as releasing them. You know, I thought of him hitting the block, you know, but I never thought of him releasing them. That's an interesting look on it because I'm drunk. Here comes his worst enemies at 30 exactly. Once again, going about a minute or two over. Piranha Flower, its worst enemy. These double dangerous flowers pop from pipes and attack with both sharp teeth and fireballs. Yeah, you got fireballs. If they sense a hero in the vicinity, though, they will stay low and wait for him to pass. Bullet Bill and Bonsai Bill, the smaller bullet bills, have been causing havoc by zipping through the land at incredible speeds ever since the original Super Mario Bros. Adventure. Now, they have a bigger, more powerful cousin in Bonsai Bill and can plow down anything in one pass. Donkey Kong. The nemesis to Mario and Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr. is undoubtedly the most misunderstood of all video game villains. While it's true that he took Pauline to the top of trap-filled towers and beat his chest like a big ape, that's only because he is an ape. If he ever appeared in another adventure, we're sure that his true, kinder, gentler self will come through. And indeed he did, didn't he? And his whole dumb family. Plus, number one, it wasn't, Mario that killed the beast. It was love. Lakitu. High-flying Lakitus watch while Lakitus, I don't know how you say that, you guys do, and I'm dumb. Watch do-gooders, I just call them, guy up in a cloud. Watch do-gooding plumbers and pelt them with a spiny barrage. Recently, Lakitu has taken up fishing, and Mario has become catch of the day. Hammer Brother, I love the Hammer Brothers. Evolving from the evil Koopa Troopas, Hammer Brothers walk on their hind legs and use tools. Unfortunately, the intentions of the Hammer Brothers are destructive, especially to good guys, and their highly damaging showers of hammers can be quite difficult to avoid. Timing is everything. Koopa Troopa. These fighting turtles first appeared in Mario Brothers and shell creepers and became Koopa Troopas in Koopa Paratroopas in the Super Mario Brothers series. Oh, Jesus Christ. Recently, Mario has been... just fucking call them villains. Mario has been able to knock them out. Just call them 100 points. Call them 200 points. Mario's been able to knock them out of their shell before. They hid in their housings when stomped, then came back out when the coast was clear. Spiny... Look at his buck toofuses. These sharp-backed spinies that drop from Lakitu's cloud and the single-pointed spike tops that crawl through the underground of the land of dinosaurs are simply unstoppable. And Pokey, the cactus, the crawling cactus, is pretty dull for being so sharp. Wobbles back and forth through desert areas and looks to poke passing plumbers. Then you have more worst enemies. I mean, we finally get to Bowser. Then it goes into depth about Donkey Kong, Kong Jr., and Donkey Chong, and Mario Bros. And then goes to Super Mario Bros. More in depth, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3. These both get 2-page spreads. Super Mario Land gets 1 page. Dr. Mario gets 1 page. And Fun, Food, and Friends is a merch page. There's some of these merch. Che Mario. Hollywood Hero. You got that with, you got Captain Lou and Danny Wells. Got all the cartoons. Super Mario 3 Brothers early years. Talks about the Super Mario movie. 34th. I got to get going. I got to read this. Who can pass this up? Super Mario Brothers movie. Coming to theaters near you in 92, the Super Mario Brothers movie promises to elevate Mario to an even higher plateau of fame and fortune. The live-action story follows Mario and Luigi from Brooklyn into the Mushroom Kingdom, where the Koopa crew is as vile and cunning as ever. Do they talk about the lady with the boots and... Oh boy, the beehive hairdo. Shy Luigi is in love with beautiful Diana, and Mario, who has a heart of gold, values and spigots, valves and spigots, valve and spigots. I don't know how to say spigots anymore ever since I started saying spigots. Takes charge and leads the heroes through magic and mayhem to save the day. And then the man behind Mario, you got the whole Q&A going on there with Miyamoto. Then you got, boy, that's a 3-page Q&A, and then you go into the Super Mario World strategy guide. Now I recommend picking this up if you can. I don't know where, but I'm sure I'll tell you about it in the studio, which will probably be some type of joke. Okay, 35:46. Back to me in the studio. We hope that you've enjoyed tonight's reading of Mario Mania, Nintendo Player's Guide. To own your own copy of Mario Mania, Nintendo Player's Guide, well, I'm sure there's someone out there charging through the nose for it. It was made in 1991, for Christ's sake. The management would also like to apologize. Tonight's super secret surprise celebrity guest, Dora the Montana, could not make it on the show. I have a feeling that's not a real person. For Wiggly and the entire crew of Wiggly's Book Club, I'm Wiggly. And remember, kids, RIP. Reading is fundamental.